Hi friends, this is Merly and welcome back to Gardening in Kentucky YouTube channel. The day today is April 21st and I would like to show you an update of what is going on in our spring garden here in Zone 7, Kentucky. We're going to start our garden tour here in my apple trees, and I'm gonna show you this very exciting thing that is happening with my gala apple. Look at this, guys. This is the first ever fruit from this tree, and then I have a couple of trees right there, but they're not showing any blooms or fruits yet. But this one actually has a lot of them. If you look at this, look at that. And then there's some right here. The next thing that I'm gonna show you is my strawberry bed. And look at these strawberry plants, guys. Look at these leaves, they're giant. This bed and the one next to it are so super big, and they are already producing, although the fruit are not yet ripe. But I'm gonna show you what they look like. Now there's one right here. Look at that. See that? Ooh, these plants are so amazing. And to think that I planted these strawberries just, I think, last January. So yeah, look at that. Ooh, we're so excited for this. It actually, like, this one has a bigger fruit already. But yeah, the plants are doing amazing. I don't know what variety of strawberries are this, because these strawberry plants were given to me about 8 or 9 years ago. Can't remember, but these plants are just exploding. Look at that. Very healthy. But then the silly thing is that this row right here is not as thick as the first two rows that I have shown you, and this one looks like that row over there. So I'm not sure if I didn't put enough fertilizer in here, or if it's really the dry leaves that mattered, because it kept it cool, and these plants didn't grow until much later compared to these beautiful plants right here, where I used some pine shavings as the mulch. But oh, look at this, guys. It's more fruit right here. Oh, look at that. I just can't wait to harvest these strawberries. Here's another exciting thing in my garden. This is an 8x4 raised bed that is planted with red and green romaine lettuce. Look at that. Just don't mind the weeds. I need to clean this up, but look at this amazing, beautiful lettuce plants. Let's look at the red ones are here. Ooh, and more. So this bed is just full of romaine lettuce plants. This next one looks like a mess. This is a 3x3 raised bed, and this is where I planted my blueberries. These blueberries were planted last year. I had 3 varieties, but only 2 of them came back, but that's okay. And if you look at this, guys, look at that. Isn't it amazing? We just have a lot of blueberry fruits right here. Now we are in the back of my garden, and we are looking at our grape plants. Oh my gosh, I didn't even notice this. Look at all of this little grapefruit, guys. Not grapefruits, grapes. Just got so excited. I got things mixed up. Okay, these are grapes, not grapefruit. But there are so many. Look at all of that. Oh my gosh, this is actually the first time that this plant is producing. Wow. In the previous years, I planted either bitter melon or string beans in this trellis. But this year, as you can see, and let's move right here, all of this is now occupied by grapes. That's so amazing. Let's move over here. Just keep on walking. Look at that. Wow. Whoa! And the vine ends right here. But no worries, because and this trellis needs to be fixed. Okay, don't worry. We have some more here because I planted a couple of grape plants here. Here's the other one. Look at that. Oh my goodness. That is a lot. That is a lot. Well, and this vine is going that way, which means that I probably have to add another trellis that goes this way, just to let the plants go that, or make it go back right here and fill this up. Oh my gosh, look at all of these grapes. Oh, that's so amazing. Next, we have our asparagus. We harvested a few of the asparagus, and now they have grown so big. Like, they are, I think, 8 feet tall already. The thing is, we're gonna get frost tonight, so I hope it will not destroy all of these asparagus plants. I mean, they're pretty hardy, so I think they will be fine. But oh, sorry. Oh my goodness, I'm stepping on all kinds of things here in my garden. But I think this will get some damage tonight because of the frost. The silly thing is that today, April 21st, is supposedly our last frost day. But it's not. We're gonna get frost tomorrow. While we're here, let's look at our herbs. Here's cilantro. Yeah, with a little bird droppings right here. That's okay. But if you look at this bed, it is actually full of some volunteer cilantro seedlings. And look, I kept this plant that's bachelor's button, and there are bachelor's buttons everywhere in my garden right now. But unlike last year, my plan is, if the plant is not in the right spot, I'm talking about the volunteers, if they're not where they're supposed to be, I'm gonna pull them out. Oh, and the sage. Oh, what is this? Oh, look at this, guys. I think it's flowering. Oh, that's good. I can use sage seeds so I can plant more. Look at that. Wow. So this round raised bed has mostly cilantro. We have a big bachelor's button in the middle and a couple of sage plants on this side. Over here, this big bush is oregano. Wow, this oregano has grown so thick and big. I'll show you, there's another one right here. But oh, that's amazing oregano. I need to dry some of those. And then we have here oregano and the poor little thyme that's in the corner of this container. These are beautiful, but I don't want them in my garden, so I need to work with that. Those are weeds, but I mean, they're beautiful flowers, as you can see. Now over here we have another volunteer bachelor's button. It's a blue one. And I think this is probably, oh, this is also blue. It's not open yet, but it's blue. They definitely are in the right spot for now. The reason for that is because I have not planted in here yet. But as soon as I start planting here, then they're in the wrong spot and they need to go. And in here, look at this volunteer carrot. So I might have to pull that here in a few days when I come back to work. And then over here we have our yellow sweet onions. And as you can see, I don't know if you can see that, but if we move closer, look at what things are growing in here. These are volunteer tomatoes. Basically, this bed is full of volunteer tomatoes. Last year I let them grow, but this year, no, they need to go. They can't grow in here. This is for onions, and I'm pretty sure of that. I already have a plan. No tomatoes in this bed. Now, let's walk to the next one. Oh, look at this, guys. These are potatoes. Wow, look at that. they're already big. They are over 1 foot tall already. We see here, like here, you can see some irregularities in the leaves, and that's from the frost damage, because I think after this started growing, we got frosted twice. The first time we got frost, I was able to cover them. The second time, I kind of covered them with the wrong material, and that's what happened, but they still survived. I mean, they're okay now, but I need to cover this tonight. And the last time I came here, I covered them with these boxes because they were still small. But tonight, these boxes are not gonna work. So I'll probably put an arch and then just put like a fabric on top. Okay guys, let's move over here. We're done with the onions. And then let's move on to the next raised bed. Look at this. Garlic. Planted just this year. Oop, and there's a little volunteer potato. I don't know what to do with that potato. Should I just let this potato grow in my garlic bed, or should I just pull it? I don't know. I will decide in a few days. Next, look at this big one, guys. See that? I'll put my hand here so you can see the size comparison. See that? And this. These are smaller garlic. Now this garlic is huge. This is called the elephant garlic, and I have a few of them. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I got 9 of them elephant garlic. Now this, I think, are music. Yeah, they're music garlic. Just don't mind all of the weeds. They need to be pulled, I know. I just need time to do it. Okay. Moving on, look at this beautiful bed. I didn't mean for them to become like this, but nature wanted them to flower. These are bokchoy plants that all bolted. But aren't they beautiful? So for now, they're gonna stay in here until my next set of plants are ready. Also, these plants, I mean the flowers of this bok choy, are going to help the garden because they're going to attract the pollinators. I actually planted some of the bok choy cabbages here in my sunken containers. Unfortunately, they all bolted. The only difference is that, look at this, their leaves are so big. The ones in there, because they're so crowded, they're so tiny. In Zone 7, Kentucky, the best time to plant your bok choy cabbage is actually in the fall. Like whenever I plant them in the fall, I get huge plants. Now, let's move on to the next bed because I have a very exciting thing to show you. Look at this. This is what the bok choy cabbage should look like right now. This is even a volunteer. I didn't plant this in here because this bed is for my garlic. These are my music garlic and they're so amazing, except for the weeds again that I need to pull. But other than that, I mean, these garlic plants, you can't even tell that they were planted in January. Like, they look like they were planted last November. Now this thing is almost bolted. I need to harvest this tomorrow. I'll probably saute this. That's so super good. Volunteer. But this is, I mean, if you look at the size of it, it's I would say medium-sized bok choy. I have gotten much bigger bok choy cabbages with leaves like probably more than twice the size of my palm. Okay, let's go right here, guys. I hope I don't make you dizzy. And sorry that you're staring at the weeds with the garlic. Some more strawberries in here. These are the daffodils. They're done. They're done blooming. And more strawberries. Look at all these big leaves right here. They're so good. Okay, next, guys, we have this bed of the red onions. That's a lot. Yeah, I know. I probably have over 100 in here, but some of them I'm gonna harvest before they even form heads. Wait a minute. Okay, this drip is killing one of the plants. I just scooted it. And now it's getting the other one. All right. Well, that. And then here in our next bed, we have the white onions. See that? Here. Look at that. Oh, look. It's bulbing already. Wow. It's too early for that. But then we've been getting 70s and 80s. The highest temperature that we got in this area last week was actually 90 degrees. Believe it or not. I know. And then tonight we're gonna get a frost. Here I didn't get to plant anything, but it looks like there is a volunteer potato which needs to go away because I think I'll be planting peppers in this bed this year. And look, there's my tower. I actually didn't water this tower anymore because I just didn't want to spend time to take care of it since they're all bolted. I'm just gonna pull all of these plants and then soak this with water, fertilize it, and I'm gonna be planting my romaine lettuce. Yeah, and I can now imagine how this would look. This will look super duper nice with the red and green romaine. Let's move on to the next row and look at this, guys. We have turnips. They're bolted turnips that I left in the ground for seed saving. Okay, I'm gonna show you the seeds. Look at this. These are the seed pods. See the green ones? They look like needles. They're still small, but you have to wait for this to turn brown. This looks like the seed pods of the bokchoy cabbage. Looks exactly like this. And there are so many. So I guess in the fall we're gonna have a lot of turnips right here. The plants have fallen over because it's gotten so big. Look at that. This one. There's a purple top turnip right there. So then after this, I will not be buying any more turnip seeds. Next is our Shasta daisy right here. This has been in here for over 2 years. This flowered last year and then I cut the whole plant off after it died, and then these are the new growth. And then more strawberries right here. And here, I'm not sure if you can see that, but we need to move closer to it. This is a dill plant. It looks like carrot, but it's not. That's dill. And we have a few of them. They're still small, so I'm gonna cover them with cardboard boxes tonight. And so I have a lot of basil plants, so I was like, I'm just gonna plant some of them because it has gotten hot. But this is the result of planting them early. Basil is a summer plant. It does not like the cold, so that's why the color is not good. The leaves are damaged, and we'll see if this is gonna survive the frost tonight. But I'll try to cover them, just in case they might survive. Who knows? Alright guys, that's what I have here in my Zone 7 Kentucky garden today. I'm gonna see you again in my next video. Happy gardening!